NYAC though, so she's had a pretty good circuit there of international competition in this country. And of course, Pirozhkova's done it all, world champion and Olympian for Team USA. Elena also this reigning U.S. National champion, as we told you, and the reigning Schultz champion. So a couple of Schultz champions from the last 2 years going at it here.
Yes, this was your Schultz finals this year, I do believe. Really tight match, too.
And I'm reading on these bios. I don't think I've found a bigger one yet than Elena's. I mean, that goes she's got 2 pages worth of bio. You've won a lot of tournaments if you get a 2-page bio. I would have been happy with a line in one of these bios. Just a line, you know, weighed in or something, you know. Made weight at such and such a tournament. Elena's got 2 pages worth of bios.
Well, she's the class of USA Wrestling right now.
No questions. Multiple-time world medalist, a world champ, a world silver medalist. And she'll be a heavy favorite to win a spot on the world team next month in Oklahoma. And I would think a heavy favorite to win a world medal coming up in September.
Definitely.
It's always interesting to see people always talk about Olympic cycles, and when that cycle ends, who sticks around for another cycle. And you know, Elena, no plans of letting them. Only 26 years old. I mean, she, at least one cycle left through Rio. Yeah, so another one of those that seems like she's been wrestling forever, but you know, she was on world teams when she was 18, 19 years old. She's been doing this at an elite level for 6, 7 years already.
It looked like Lappage got hit with the passivity there, and she'll have to score here. Probably about 10 seconds left.
USA needs to snap the momentum here of Canada in this little impromptu dual meet of women's teams, as Canada's run out 2 straight with Mian over Anthony and Haley over Medina.
Like we said, Canada, top-notch women's programs. They have some of the best in the world.
Among always the gold medal favorites, Olympics and World Cups, and Canada, Japan, USA, right there. Ukraine always has some good competition.
So Elena did get that point.
Yep. So the first points of the match go to Pirozhkova over Danielle Lappage. Lappage, a youngster too. She's just 22. Think about that. 5-time runner-up in the Canadian Nationals. She's only 22. It's like Henry Cejudo when he was winning the U.S. Nationals when he was a senior in high school. Incredible. Logan Stieber a couple of years ago took 3rd at the U.S. Open. He was middle of his senior year in high school, taking 3rd at the U.S. Open. Here's Lappage in close. This is danger time. No points yet.
5 seconds.
Can Pirozhkova hang on?
Pirozhkova with the tilt.
Yep, Pirozhkova rolls it through. Well, we may get our first challenge here.
We have 2 on the mat.
We do.
We're going to have a challenge.
All right, Richard.
All right, so you might have heard.
Well done, buddy.
Yes, thank you. We're going to have a 2-2 here, so that'll be a 3-2 Pirozhkova lead.
Yep, so it goes 2-2. Yes, sir. Our head of officials, Rick Tucci, and on-mat official, Rusty Davidson. So it will be a 3-2 lead for Pirozhkova. I think you'd take that if you're Canada at this point.
3-2.
So 3-2 Elena Pirozhkova, the reigning world champion for Team USA, 2012 Olympian. Lappage, 22 years old already, a 5-time runner-up in the Canadian Nationals.
Scores 3-2.
And this is really one of the real rivalries. I would certainly not be surprised to see this in a world quarter, semi, or final coming up this fall.
No, and these 2 ladies have wrestled numerous times over the past couple of years, so know each other very well. As you can tell, it's hard to wrestle somebody that many times and have these high-scoring bouts, you know.
That's why the NCAAs was so fun. I think everyone, the chatter was, well, Taylor and Dake. It's tough to beat a guy 2-3 times in a row. And
definitely.
They'll probably wrestle again in the World Trials.
Couple weeks, yeah.
How great's that going to be? Boy, that weight class. Burrows and Taylor and Dake. And I'll tell you what, David Taylor gave a heck of a go with Jordan Burrows at the finals of the Las Vegas Open. So
Sure did.
Kyle Dake looked as good as anybody in New York City at the Rumble on the Rail, so that's going to be a heck of a weight class.
Yeah, of course, only one of them gets a crack at the champ. But
it's like Jordan Burroughs. He said, at the Olympic trials last year, he said, I think I just beat the second best guy in the world when he beat Andrew Howe in the finals. And who knows? Andrew Howe, of course, suffering a knee injury in that tournament, but he very well could have been at the time the second best. Right? You never know how good Taylor or Dake or any of these number twos could be.
Right, and it's possible we'll see Howe back in action.
He might very well show up. Well, here we go, 3-2. We're at the midway point, so it'll be another 2 minutes. All this scoring coming in bunches here in this match. As Richard told you can just tell by watching this match. Two wrestlers that certainly know each other very well. And
looks like we'll have a passivity red.
Yep, so here we go again. 30 seconds that Lappage has to score, or Pirozhkova is going to widen her lead to 4-2. So that would be at about 42 seconds off the clock. Give or take a few seconds there.
Lappage in on the shot now.
Oh, nice reshot. Quick hips, though, by Pirozhkova. 45 seconds.
See, she's pushing that head down, creating that distance, creating that space, and it's almost impossible to score when you have that amount of space in between.
And there's the 1 point.
4-2 USA.
Well, again, though, if you're Lappage and their coaches, she's absolutely right. Yeah, takedown wins it because it's who scores last. And so Lappage, despite all this, and now Pirozhkova's going to get warned, all Lappage would need would be a takedown to win this match. Easier said than done against the world champion, but still in the match right now with 20 seconds to go.
10 seconds.
She's in on the shot. 5 seconds.
Pirozhkova, hang on. Time's going to go up. That was a good match. Elena Pirozhkova gets Team USA on the board here in this women's competition. I give Lappage some credit. That's one to keep an eye on. She's not going anywhere. That's a good wrestling match right there. Two good women.